Alright guys, I'm gonna go on to call it. Legend of Acrius is gonna be meta next season. Now I know throughout the past, Legend of Acrius was once probably one of the best heavy weapons in the game at launch since it was one of the first raid exotics, but ever since then it has just fallen off completely. It is very bad, but there is changes coming to it which I think is gonna make it very good. So in this video I want to go over all that, but first things first, let's take a look at what Legend of Acrius is if you don't know. And it is a beefy shotgun that does arc damage, and it has the perk Shock Blast. So this weapon fires blasts of high damage arc energy that overpenetrates enemies. This also does have the perk Long March, detects enemies on your radar from farther away. I don't know why it has this. This is just a weapon mod for every single weapon in the game now. But it has this perk, and then the catalyst is going to increase your ammo reserves. And if I actually move my camera, you can see that it does increase the reload speed by a lot and puts 6 in the magazine. So the power fantasy of the shotgun is just you run up to a target and just insta-kill it, disintegrate them, and they're just dead. Like, it just does a lot of damage. But even with that, it started to fall off and couldn't do that job well. But if you haven't seen yet, in the latest TWAB, we are getting changes to it, and it's actually going to give it a new thing for its catalyst. So right here, we have Legend of Acrius has fallen far behind other heavy short-range weapons and warrants a buff. Catalyst now grants the Trench Barrel perk in addition to its other effects. So now the catalyst is going to give it Trench Barrel, and if you don't know what Trench Barrel does, if we hop over to D2 Gunsmith and just look at the Acuity shotgun, Trench Barrel is going to give a 50% damage increase, a 30 handling increase, and also some reload increase just for getting a successful melee hit. This does only apply to the first 3 shots or 5 seconds. This did get a nerf. It used to just have a timer alone, but even with the first 3 shots of something like Legend of Acrius, it's going to be really good because Legend of Acrius shoots really slow. Typically, the best DPS strategy for shotguns is to shoot the whole clip, then just start reloading one shotgun shell, shoot, then reload, shoot. That is going to give you the best results. So getting that reload speed up as much as possible is going to be good to increase your DPS. Now it doesn't end there just with the Trench Barrel perk. We actually are going to have Arc 3.0 coming out next season, so Arc is probably going to be one of the better things to use. Pretty much in any new subclass came out, it was just the best. And we probably will also have artifact mods that probably increases your arc stuff in a way. And on top of that, there may be some fragments that makes your arc weapons do like lightning rounds or something, so that can buff the damage even more. But the main thing is we can run things like melee well maker, so when you get a melee final blow, you will spawn an elemental well that is going to be the element of your subclass type. So you'll spawn an arc elemental well. If you're a veteran player, you probably already know where this is going, but you can take things like Fount Might. So when you pick up that arc elemental well, all your arc weapons are going to do increased damage. You can also take things like elemental charge, so when you pick up that elemental well, you'll get charger light. And then also to take advantage of charger light, you can take high energy fire. This will also give you another damage buff. High energy fire and Fount Might do actually stack, so you're going to get a big damage buff right there. And since Trench Barrel is going to be on Legend of Acrius, when you get a melee hit, you will also be getting an additional 50% damage increase. So stacking all that together, just go and melee a lower tier enemy to get a elemental water proc and also proc Trench Barrel. You can then transfer to a boss and just unload 3 shots on the boss, and they should die at that point. Now, even with those 2 changes and updates coming to the game, it also still does not end there. If we take a look at something like the Archshire, they have a perk called Lightning Weave. So melee hits greatly increase the weapon's reload speed, and then dealing damage with the weapon extends the duration. This very possibly could become a fragment for every single class. That means your Warlock, Titan, Hunter could use this. And so now that means when you get a melee kill, not only you're going to create your well with your damage boost, not only you're proccing Trench Barrel, you're also proccing Lightning Weave to get that reload speed. And between all that, you're going to have max reload speed with Legend of Acrius with a ton of damage. And then every time you do damage, you also are keeping this perk up, which is going to increase your DPS even more, because remember, you want to shoot, reload, shoot, reload, shoot, reload. And then occasionally you are going to throw some melees in there to reproc Trench Barrel, which again also will reproc Lightning Weave if it managed to go down in the first place. So with all that combined together, just getting a melee kill is going to give you so many benefits for Legend of Acrius. I really think adding Trench Barrel is going to completely change the way this gun works. I think it will become meta. I don't know if it's going to be the best option. There probably will be some better DPS options. You know, also it kind of just depends on the encounters you're at. If you are in shotgun encounters, I could see this being very good. But if it's a long range counter, obviously things like linear is still probably going to be the best thing to use. But I definitely would not sleep on this. Let me know what you guys think about Legend of Acrius. Are you excited for the buff? Do you think it's going to change it? Do you think people are going to start using it? Also, be sure to let me know what you think of this synergy and combination that could work together, especially if some of this stuff does become fragments for every class. But if you guys did enjoy or would like to see more Destiny content just like this, consider subscribing, drop a like, and turn those notifications on. Also, if you'd like to support me anymore, you can join the Discord and follow me on all my socials. That will be linked below. But just know watching the video is way more than enough. I truly appreciate all the support everyone gives. Thank y'all so much for watching, and have a great day. Peace.